What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna go over the knee. I'm gonna talk about the best exercises you guys can do for the knee. How can you start warming up your knee before you do exercises? Now, a lot of people think I need to warm up my knees, right? I need to warm up the knee joint. But what you're really doing is bringing awareness and blood flow to that area. The way you do that is by stimulating certain muscle groups in that space in order for them to be functioning correctly when you guys do exercises. So when you guys do exercises like squats, they're gonna do a lot of bending, lunges and stuff like that. You guys need to do something in order for you to warm up. I'm talking specifically to those that do a lot of running, those that are coming back from an injury or have had previous injuries in the past. This is just something for you to take care of your knees. Let me show you my favorite top 3 exercises. Let's start with the first one, which is TKEs. TKEs stand for terminal knee extensions. So I go through here, I open up the band. I make sure that I don't put it right behind the knee. I go a little bit lower, okay? So it's right underneath the patella. Now, what I like to do is I like to go into a toe position, right? Just like this, and I'm gonna lock out my knee. Now, when I'm doing this, okay, I want you guys to pay attention here. I'm locking and I'm bringing that heel down. Okay, so you can come here and you're gonna start feeling that burn from having to lock the knee out, okay? Just like this. You don't need to do really far back motions. You just need here, short and to the point, okay? These are really good because it brings awareness to that area and brings blood flow. Now, the knee has a muscle that ends up sometimes getting no love from, and what people like bodybuilders like to call it the teardrop, but in the exercise physiology world, you'll hear people talk about the VMO. The VMO stands for the vastus medius oblique, okay? So it's part of the muscle, the quadricep muscle. So that muscle right there, okay? Sometimes people are coming back from ACL surgery, coming back from a knee injury, it could be a meniscus, it could be something that might have thrown them off. And because of that reason, these muscles start atrophying, meaning that the muscles don't have the same amount of tone and contractility that it once had before. And because of that reason, it starts losing its muscle mass, which can start messing up with your gait and start messing up when you walk, because if this leg is a lot lighter than this one, guess what? You're loading differently as you walk, and that's something you want to be cautious of. So it's really good to always get these going, activate your VMOs. That way when you go do motions and exercises, you're that much more cautious and proficient at it. Second exercise, what we're going to do with this is just another variation of a TKE, but now you're going to add a lunge to it. So what I like to do is I like to come into reverse lunge here, come up and squeeze my quad. Now, I get myself a good distance. This one, I have to kind of come back a little bit. I go into reverse lunge, squeeze. Reverse lunge, squeeze. I'm not really focusing on putting a lot of weight towards the back. I'm really focusing on having to put weight here. I want this leg to be activated and ready to go. Boom, I'm squeezing at the top. Bam. Start feeling a burn after a while, okay? That was the second one. But that is only with one leg. The last and final step, my favorite one, is Spanish squats, okay? So when you guys go into Spanish squats, and everything could be done with the band, by the way. Same thing, you put it in this position, you rock back a little bit. Now, you're gonna feel a pull this way. Be cautious that you're not sitting back like this and letting your knees be forward. No, you're gonna be here. You're gonna push those knees back to be right underneath your hips. You're gonna squat down and you're gonna lock out. Squat, lock out. Now what you're gonna notice is that when you're doing this, it's almost like a half squat. You're not going all the way up. You're just going here, quarter squats, here, okay? Locking out. And I'm just feeling my quads do that and have to activate. If you feel some discomfort way too high, then you can bring it up a little bit lower and get a little bit comfortable there. Same thing, lock out. I want this, okay? Don't worry about your back so much. You don't want to be in a position where you're too leaning forward, but you're gonna have to be a little crouched up to feel that constant tension on the quad. So I'm here. I want to get like 20 reps. Woo! Now my quads are ready to go, okay? This makes my knees feel really good. That way I can bend them. You know, I can move forward and I feel really warmed up. A lot of times we not might take that into play, but if you have any knee injuries or sometimes you don't feel like you're fully warmed up and it takes you a little bit longer, this is something you definitely want to take into consideration when you're training, because part of your training has to be your prehab and whatever you do before. Now, warming up before is so crucial to your training, and it's going to change everything you do and everything you feel pre and post exercise. If you guys like this, swipe up, subscribe, show some love, InVivo Strength. I'm out.